pretty worn, but it should hold. Well, until Nikolai uses it.
Inhaling airborne fungus is more vile than I expected.
Do you trust me yet, Nikolai?
We have followed you this far, but where we are going, I'm not sure. I will deal with future when it comes. Nikolai is about to make dramatic entrance. Your aggressive nature will be your undoing, Hell Pig. Going down there.
Lucky hit, flesh monkeys. I'll be right back at you.
Trust me yet, Dipsy.
Let's keep this between us, okay?
Oh, fuck all that shit. I ain't imagining myself in a frozen forest. Been there, done that. Let's get to the video. Okay, so without further ado, let's actually get to the real attempt here. Yeah, after all those failures and everything like that, by the way, there's been much more than just those 3 that you just saw. Really unlucky attempts there, but there's been about 6, maybe 7 in total, and I just didn't get all the footage for it, so I do apologize for not showing you guys that. Just didn't know if you guys wanted to watch like 10 minutes of us non-stop failing, trying to do this video and almost giving up on it, because I'll be honest, I almost gave up on it. I was getting pretty pissed off that we couldn't do it, but we kept with it, and we finally got this run. So this is actually how to get the Skull of Non-Sapwe, or Non-Sapwe, whatever you guys want to call it. It is the specialist weapon for Zetsubou no Shima, or whatever you guys want to call the map, okay? So there's a bunch of pronunciations and everything for this map, because it's actually, I personally believe, you know, set in, like, Japan. I mean, obviously it's a fucking island, but I think this map is centralized around Takio as a character, and obviously we know that Takio is actually Japanese, and I think it's very, very cool, man. I like some of the things that are in this map, and anyways, to get into things, to explain to you guys what to do here, and then I'm going to leave you with some Skull gameplay here at the end to show you guys what it does and everything like that. Basically, you have these pedestals, 4 pedestals that are located around the map, and you basically got to go to each one of these pedestals and essentially put the corresponding skull, you know, to the symbol, on the pedestal, and then you basically got to kill some zombies around it until the skull basically upgrades. It comes, you know, from a reddish brown skull to a white skull that's glowing blue eyes, and it's very, very badass looking. And it's sort of like the generators from Origins back in Black Ops 2. You sort of place the skull down instead of like activating the generator, and you kill some zombies around it, and then you pick the skull up and bring it back to the main pedestal and set it back down where it belongs. And it it sort of puts one of the little tiny pillars down, and you know that it's working properly, right? So it's not the exact same order every time. It does switch up the symbols on each of these pedestals. The pedestals are always located around the map, the same places and everything like that, but it's not always the same symbol. So you have to place your skull corresponding to the symbol that you get on these pedestals. So it's not going to be the same as in this video. Definitely, might be just out of sheer luck, but, it's not going to be most of the time. So it's random, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So actually, you can get the first 2 pedestals done within the first, couple of rounds, and you can actually rush it, pretty fast. And like I said, I've already got 2 skulls done here. Me and Dan are going to pick up the 2 remaining skulls, just because there's 2 remaining pedestals, 2 remaining skulls, and there's 2 players, playing right now. Me and Legend, me and Dan, whatever you guys want to say. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff, so shout out to him. Go check out his channel. I will try to remember to leave a link in the description to him. He posts a bunch of, mod videos and stuff like that. He likes doing mods on PC, essentially. So if you guys want to go check him out, feel free to do so. Other than that, like I said, I'm doing my pedestal here. This is actually a location at the docks. Other than that, though, that's essentially it, man. It's pretty easy to get the specialist weapon. It's not too difficult. It would have been much more easier if we weren't, trying to rush it and get it done in the early rounds. Just because of the sheer fact that we didn't have pack-a-punch weapons or anything like that. Now, you do have to take a break between when you get the first 2 and when you go for these second 2, since these second 2 are sort of like in the map more. You got to open up like the main power building. You got to open up the big bunker, stuff like that. And, you got to get the power running and stuff like that. So that's what you got to do for, some of these other pillars and everything like that. Right now I'm just placing the skull back on the thing, and then we're going to do Dan's, which is fortunately enough the last one. And you guys can see me here training a zombie up top while Dan does his downstairs. This is actually in the middle room, right when you go down the stairs in the bunker. It's just straightforward. This is in the middle room. His little pedestal's downstairs by the actual 3rd sock monkey. If you guys want to activate the hidden song, which, by the way, I did a video on that yesterday, so make sure you guys go check that out. But anyway, yeah, you just complete all 4 skulls around the map, kill those zombies around it and everything like that, upgrade your little skulls to the white ones with, the blue glowing eyes, and then you go put them on a pedestal, and actually you end up opening up a secret passageway, like a secret staircase, and that's essentially it. The rest is pretty easy. You guys seen in one of my attempts, we actually failed when we went down there. We failed, to dying to the witches, or whatever you guys want to call them, the gatekeepers, if you will. I've heard a lot of people refer to them as the gatekeepers, so we'll go with the gatekeepers. And I definitely recommend Jug. You know, try to get Jug before you do most of these skulls. That's why we ended up doing this, you know, run on round 8. We tried before on like round 7, and it just didn't work. We didn't have Jug or anything like that. Didn't have enough points. And as you guys can see, secret staircase passageway opens up here, and you go ahead and go on down that staircase, and you go ahead and activate the skull here on the main pedestal. And I guarantee you this room is going to be like part to an Easter egg or something. I'm not too sure what it's going to be. It definitely has something to do with it. But you go ahead and kill these things. They're really easy to kill. They're not too hard at all. They do hoard up on you, so if you don't have a teammate that's, you know, really killing them as well as you are, they will hoard up on you and attack you pretty quickly. So definitely recommend you know, maybe a shotgun or something like that on a low round. That will definitely get you through it the best, in my personal opinion. You can go ahead and see that Dan went down here, and I ended up actually clutching it. I'm not even kidding. I was going to throw my controller across the room if I died, and I'm just glad that I didn't, because I needed my controller. That's the only one I have. And we went ahead and finished it. I picked up Dan, and go ahead and pick up the skull of Sapwe, or again, whatever you want to call it. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not Japanese. It is what it is. I assume it's Japanese, at least. I don't know if it's Japanese. So any Japanese folks out there, you tell me. Is that something? You know, I have no idea. But anyway, that's that. You guys can go ahead and mesmerize, you know, zombies with it, which basically means you get them to stand still by pressing L2 on your controller, or LT, I guess, if you're on Xbox, whatever. Obviously, you don't have this DLC yet if you're on Xbox, unfortunately. But you can go ahead and vaporize them with R2, which basically, you know, makes them light up in their eyes and explode. And mesmerize is basically let them stand still and everything like that. Now, the big Margwas, or whatever you guys want to call them on this map, the mutated zombies that come, they actually blow up to the vaporize as well, which is actually pretty damn useful. Now, you don't get the skull all the time. Again, it is a specialist ability. You guys can see the charge, you know, down below in the right-hand side of the corner. You guys can see that charge and everything like that. So when you get it, you get it. You know what I mean? It is really, really good at this point. It can take out hordes of zombies. It can stop them, you know, from killing you by holding L2, like I said before. Mesmerize and Vaporize, 2 different abilities. Very, very good, and I definitely recommend you guys go for the skull anytime that you play this map. It's really, really useful, and it'll get you out of a lot of sticky situations. So that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to leave you with the rest of this skull gameplay. My skull's going to run out here in a second, but I actually end up getting another skull, and I just cut to that gameplay, so you guys can go check that out if you guys want to. But other than that, I worked pretty hard for it, so you guys better damn well appreciate it. It took a bunch of attempts, so you know we love you, right? You know I love you, rather. And that's essentially it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Check out the other tip videos that I posted yesterday and today, along with, like, you know, Pack-a-Punch and how to activate power and, you know, stuff like that. Make sure you guys check them out if you guys want to know that. And that's essentially it for now. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.
I too am ready to go. I help you to see light. That? You invited your own death. Bye-bye, picnic. Oh, blah, blah. You should consider letting little light into your life. Your short life.